So today on Chef Grace's Place, we're gonna make my favorite tapa, Patatas Bravas. Patatas Bravas consists of three things: patatas, potatoes, Salsa Brava, which is the spicy tomato sauce, and mayonnaise. Specifically garlic mayonnaise. Now traditionally it's a fresh garlic mayonnaise, but I had some roasted garlic lying around, so I made a roasted garlic aioli. Aioli is just a fancy term for flavored mayonnaise. Now, I know there's a lot of mayonnaise haters out there, but I challenge you to try a fresh homemade mayonnaise. I think it would really change your mind about mayonnaise in general. You know, that stuff you get in the jar has a completely different flavor than when you make it yourself. So first I'm gonna wash my potatoes. That's very important because we're leaving the skins on. Next I'm gonna chop them up in bite-sized pieces. Now, some people drizzle olive oil on top before they go in the oven, but I like a nice even coat because I want them to get as evenly crisp as possible. So if it's just weird spots of oil everywhere, that's not gonna happen. What I do is I put all my potatoes in a bowl and I coat them generously with olive oil, and then I season that with salt and pepper and throw in my rosemary from the garden. After that, I'm just gonna throw it in the oven at 400 degrees. I like them extra crispy. I'm a crunchy French fry kind of girl. I also like them crispy because it's more similar to frying them. So after your potatoes are done, you're just gonna let them cool. Now we're gonna make our sauce, our Salsa Brava. The sauce is kind of like a spicy tomato sauce. It's very simple. First, in the pan, we're going to saute our garlic, onions, and peppers until soft. We don't really want to brown them too much. Then we're going to add in some paprika and some cumin, of course seasoning with salt and pepper. Then we're just going to add in our tomato puree. Make sure you taste it and season it appropriately. We're just going to let this simmer for a couple minutes. I like to blend mine for a little more smoothness. And now we're going to make our aioli. When you make mayonnaise, you can make it over a double boiler, and that will technically cook the egg yolks, but I'm not too worried about consuming raw eggs, so I'm not gonna do that. So in a bowl, I'm gonna put some freshly squeezed lemon juice, 2 yolks, some mustard, and a dash of salt, and my roasted garlic. Then I'm gonna take my immersion blender, but if you don't have an immersion blender, that's fine. You can use that good old elbow grease and whisk it. So once you whisk it together, then you're gonna slowly pour in a neutral oil. Make sure you don't use extra virgin olive oil because it will wind up with a super bitter taste at the end. Now with the immersion blender, it gets to mayonnaise consistency pretty quickly. During the whisk, you're gonna be whisking for a while, so good luck. Once you got your 2 sauces done, all that's left is to top the potatoes with them and sprinkle a little bit of chopped parsley on top. What's your favorite tapa? Let me know in the comments below.